Today we are talking about the house of prayer. I'm Christy Birchville, and we are studying through the book of Isaiah, a series called The Voice of the Prophet. If you've missed any of the series, you can always check out a link in the description below. It'll take you to the entire playlist. But today we are in chapter 56 of Isaiah. Chapter 56, verse 7 is an interesting statement. It's God's speaking here, and he says, "These I will bring to my holy mountain and give them joy in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and sacrifices will be accepted on my altar, for my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations." Now, several years ago, I read a book called God Smuggler. It was written by Brother Andrew, kind of about his life. And this book was an incredibly impactful book in my life, talking about just really a true servant of God. And one of the characteristics that really stuck out to me is how he would talk about in the book when he would go to other countries and he would be trying to kind of, infiltrate in. Maybe the government doesn't want Christians or isn't, nice to believers and things. And he would, if he looked for churches, a lot of times he wouldn't really find much, or he would find the government institutions or things like that. But if he would ask and seek out the house of prayer, people would take him to where true believers were, people who actually followed Christ and were known to pray because people knew who the effective prayers were. They knew the people that saw change in their life. That's how Brother Andrew would identify groups of believers in other countries. And that has stuck with me through all these years, and it makes me always think, where is our house of prayer? Is that our local church? Is that a place that's known for being a praying place? You see, God promises that his house will be a house of prayer. In the New Testament, we see Jesus even go so far as to upend tables and get angry and mad with people who had turned his house into something else. It was something that was being used for profit and for, not glorifying God. It wasn't a house of prayer. And so he made a scene and kicked people out. If someone were to come to you today and ask, "Where's the house of prayer?" where would you lead them? Is that you? Is that me? Are we making our house a house of prayer? That's my challenge for you today. I'd love to hear what you've heard and if you've seen people or if you know places that are truly houses of prayer. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow morning as we continue through this amazing and incredible book. Thanks.